at the Roker Gallery, West London. In some ways, they're all centered around, or certainly include, biophilic design, the notion of which has been with us for some time, I guess. I mean, Erich Fromm, the socialist psychoanalyst, first described it in his 1973 book, The Anatomy of Human Destructiveness, or The Anatomy of Human Destructiveness. And he described it as, and I like this, the passionate love of life and all that is alive. But how would you define it?
Well, we describe biophilia as the sort of human innate connection to nature and natural processes. And it sort of explains in a very simple sort of level why, when we go on holiday to reduce stress levels and to recuperate and become ourselves again, we tend to head to areas where we can immerse ourselves in nature, be that the beach, the forests, or the mountains. And so essentially it's an evolutionary design ethos that recognizes that as human beings, we've existed in very close connection to nature for our basic human survival. So for hundreds of thousands of years, we've wandered through natural environments looking for landscapes that could support human life, landscapes that might have water, fruit, nuts, wood for building or for burning, stone for building, stone for weapons, spaces where we can shelter and look out over kind of landscapes and see potential opportunities and potential threats. And since that point, of course, we've become very urbanized, and yet we have what we call a genetic inheritance, which means that we still have this connection to nature, and we still find it very calming, relaxing, and restorative. And yet when we live in busy, noisy, stressful, urban, geometric environments, we find these spaces devoid of nature. And whilst we're very adaptable and we can theoretically survive, it doesn't mean that we're living life at its best. And when we talk about living life at its best, it means that many of the buildings that we're designing don't truly deliver on their intended function. And so there are sort of lots of negative costs around absenteeism, presenteeism, but we're not also reaching the true potential. So biophilic design is really a set of ideas and principles that allows us to bring nature into buildings to help us manage stress, to recuperate, but also to form deeper connections to that space and the people in it.